Well, dear viewers, why do you think the game industry is falling apart? With major cutbacks, with major layoffs, and a lot of underwhelming AA games falling in 2024. Why is that? Is it because the market is shrinking? Is it because people don't want to play games anymore? Is it because there are so many games that it's too overwhelming for the customer, the consumer, to make up his mind which games he wants? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It is what Hollywood have been doing for years now and never landed with the audience. It is putting politics into games. Let me tell you about the rules concerning women in Hollywood that came to games that you already noticed, but let me still tell you this. First of all, a woman can never lose in a fight, and a man can never be automatically stronger than a woman. So that is why you see in Hollywood movies that 20 kilo, 40 kilo girl fight a 90 kilo marine. Is that the 40 kilo girl will win? That's one. The second one is a woman can never lose in a game of wits. So that is why you see the girl boss always be smarter than a man, always see things earlier than a man. It is so obviously almost it is almost sad because it takes so much away from the reality. It is a fact that they don't want women to lose anything from men. We have been complete turnaround, okay? There is something to say about the old Denzel in Distress game where the female is always helpless, and in a way, a female can defend themselves, they can fight for themselves, they can be smarter than a man. The problem is that it's not the default. At the whole, in rule, the man is stronger than a female. That is just biology. Get over it. Concerning black people is interesting to say the least. The villain can never be black. It has to be a white guy. You cannot put a black guy in a villain role in a movie or in a game today. That's just a rule. You have to do this because if you don't follow these rules in Hollywood, your movie will not be selected for an Oscar. And nobody cares about the Oscars today, but these people in Hollywood still cares. I don't care about it. I don't watch it. If the Hollywood critics say it's a good movie, then probably it's a bad movie. Well, it's the same with games now. If they say it is a good game, just think about it, and it is probably a bad game. Starting with like Dragon Age that came out in 2024. It was really silly. It was a beautiful game. Games are beautiful to unbelievable graphics, but the story doesn't make any sense anymore. The characters doesn't make any sense. It is like they have to be ugly because you need to feel a connection with a character that look like you. Do you think that you have to? It is absolutely insane if you cannot, for the life of you, if you play a Superman game or watch a Superman movie, you are not Superman. You don't look like Superman, but you still can feel like Superman. You can still feel like him. Better for me is Batman. I love Batman. I'm not Bruce Wayne. I'm not a rich playboy with a great body, but still, I feel like his way, his well, his morals really strikes me. Like he's a real crime fighter with a passion of crime fighting, but he don't want to kill. He want to never be so bad as the people he fight. Beautiful. He took the power of his loss of his parents. Beautiful. I feel connected with this guy. I don't look like him, even if he was even if I was black, I can connect with this person. I connected with Blade. Blade is a black man. Always have been a black man in the stories, and I feel like his story about how, especially in the movies, is brilliant. I love Blade. I don't look like Blade. I don't. I don't know. I don't look like Blade. I don't have the same uh, appearances. I don't have the same upbringing. But I feel like I can connect with Blade. Well, you say, and in good games, you are right. You are right. But you all say men. You only say men. You can only uh, connect with men. That's not completely true, is it? Because I loved Lara Croft before it became representation. I love Lara Croft. Female. Love it. The Horizon game, before they made the lead girl ugly, I don't know why, but they made her ugly, so more people, feminists, can feel uh, representation. The game was great. I played like this female, and I still feel like it was a good game. Play like a female, doesn't care. So, well, then you say Hollywood. Well. Same thing. I love the Alien game, the Alien games, the Alien franchise. Was a female in the lead. Loved her. You know, Underworld, all those games. I love those women. I do. The problem is that these people that run in these companies are very, very insecure women. From a percentage of 80 or 90% men, it became 50 is female. And you see that these females, they have the insecurity to put out on the characters they make. So now we got a Fable character that looked pretty ugly, and I don't even mind if you make these games, but what you did is that you take games that were established titles, Assassin's Creed, even Borderlands, GTA, all these established titles, so they were already selling and people were fans. They were changed by these new developers, these new writers, these new how do you say activists, so that they can feel better about themselves. But they took away our games. They took away the games that we loved. They took away the games that we were invested in, like The Witcher, and they destroyed it. And then they got the cojones to say, "Well, these games are for women empowerment." Okay, fine, but I'm not going to play them because these are political games. And then, after I say that I don't going to play them, you are going to say that that is misogynistic. No, you already told me these games are not for me. You already let me show me that these games are not for me. You can put in everything you want if you do it cleverly. If you are writing game good, you can put in a gay, a black person, a woman. You can do all these things, but what you have done is that you took away characters that we loved, changed them, and said, "Well, these are your new characters, and you better not be racist, and you better not be something like a women hating xenophobic something because we change your game and you need to like it." No, I don't care about the person I play, but if I am invested in a game, if I'm invested in a character, in a franchise, I want to play and keep playing as this person. And please don't change the lore, don't change the narrative, but do something like create your own games, create your own movies, and if you got the audience, that is how capitalism work, the thing that you hate, then it's going to sell tickets and you can make more of it games. But what you do is you take a title that I love, you change it, you massacre it, and you put it out and say, well, if you don't like it, then yeah, you are racist. Well. Even the most liberal-minded person would have a problem if you would change a black person, like a character like Blade, into a white person. If you flip it, they will lose their minds, and they are rightly so. I would also be one of those guys who say, "Well, that is terrible. That is not Blade." Sure, you can say that it's Blade, but it's not Blade. And changing historical facts, changing facts at a whole, doesn't mean that you got a good game. If you have to change history, you are just taking something, bending it to your own will, and force feed it to people, and especially people who are informed, even people who are not informed, going to dislike these fan fiction types of games or movies. To be completely honest, and people are going to be very, very hateful for me for this. They're going to dislike me for this. I think GTA is going to flop. It's going to strike down, and it's going to. If I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong because I love Rockstar games. But I see that's going to flop. Sure, it's going to sell a lot of copies, but not nearly enough to break bank. I don't see it. I don't see the whole attractiveness to change a game to suit your narrative. If I see GTA, they even told us it's going to be a different GTA. Fine, but they're going to change a lot about this game to make it more women friendly, to make it more diverse, to make it less GTA like. GTA is a very, very well. It have always been a title where you have to kill people, you drive like a maniac, you go to hookers. That is GTA. If you don't want it, then don't play it. It looks amazing. The Rockstar is so very, very talented in making beautiful games. I cannot address this enough. But they're going to make this a weird game. I can you tell you this how beautiful it's going to be without a doubt. But they will change a lot. And saying that this person is Latin American, it is fine. Miami is about 50, no, not 50, 80% Latin. But they going to put it on the nose, and of course you got the redneck white people going to be terrible, and then you got the Latin people that are of course victimized. It's also political. I don't feel like this game is going to break bank. I think that the game is going to do good in the first, well, months, but you're going to see a stagnation, and that is something that I'm worried about because I like Rockstar. They make good games. So that is the end of part one. I'm going to do a part two very soon. If you like this, please like and subscribe so I know that this is the type of videos you like. And stay tuned for part two.